Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome to Friday Night Quests. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Jay Jones. We're back for part 3 of our adventure with Jonathan Keltz from the CW series Reign. Also, this past Wednesday, Roll to Seize episode 14 just went up. If you haven't checked out the Roll to Seize podcast, we talk about wargaming, Warhammer 40k, and the crazy weird stuff that happens in the Grimdark. So if you like any of those things, please consider checking it out. And also, if you like the show, please leave us a rating and review on iTunes. Any 5-star reviews really help new people find the show, which is always a good thing. With that said, let's get to the game. You find yourself in a tavern.
Yo, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast fireball.
All right, roll for it. Previously on Friday Night Quests. After a thunderous encounter with a pair of brutal basilisks, our heroes discovered the grisly remains of several humanoid lizards in an underground lake. However, after removing the corpses from the water, our heroes, Prince Horace, Izzy, Sweeney, and Fim, found themselves confronted by the lizard folk queen, and are being escorted through the jungle to the lizard folk camp. So they progress further into the jungle. The lizard folk, a few stand on your right-hand side, a few stand on your left-hand side, kind of around you. They seem to be on alert. They have their clubs up, they have their shields up, protecting you almost like what you'd see in like a Spartan formation. Zelfa is right behind the one at the front. The one at the front is Bellfire leading the way through. They all seem to be following his movements through the woods.
You said they have their weapons out. They're not directed towards us, right? They're directed towards out, sort of.
Yeah, the weapons are directed out.
Yeah.
They're protecting us.
They're protecting you.
I'm keeping Shadow close to my side. I'm gonna sidle up to Zelfa, and I'm gonna say in Draconic. I'm gonna say, Selfie, it's lovely to meet you.
Did you say selfie?
Yeah. I heard you speaking the mother tongue. What a beautiful language. By the way, did you guys hear me going like, and I just want you to know, I didn't mean the rippy remark. I get angry, and especially when I'm hot and sweaty, and it's not your fault.
Yes, you do look very hot, very sweaty. By the way, this also sounds like...
So we heard... Reppy.
It's like an angry kind of dialect, so you're not sure if they're mad at each other. But
it's like Klingon or German. Yeah. It's just like, are they yelling or just talking?
Yeah.
So you guys are not sure if Horace is making headway in a good way or a bad way. But I understand. Look, we don't deal with foreigners well here normally, so I understand. It's all right. Any help we can take right now is we're willing to put aside previous rights, previous circumstances. But thank you. And what did you call me?
You really should deal with this poop water situation in
sorry?
the jungle. That's probably why your foreigners aren't having good attitudes when they're meeting you.
Is it poop water?
I'll excuse myself with a
I don't believe we have this word in our dialect, but I understand. Yes, okay. The poop water. You're very concerned about these things.
As we walk, I forage for food for us.
Okay, so you guys are grabbing
pieces
of apples and things off branches.
I'm really good at foraging for food, though.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. I'm really good.
Getting like mangoes and
stuff. A few of the lizard folk walking beside you see you grabbing a few, and they're like, "That's good." They're nodding. I don't know why I'm nodding. That's saying
I share my mango with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd like to sidle up to Zelfa as well. Is it Zelfa?
Zelfa.
It's selfie.
I make sure that I'm listening very carefully to whatever he has to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just sidle up to her. I just say, can you tell us, if it's not out of line, who is Fenrati? You said that this person was a protector or a champion.
Bellfire kind of looks back but keeps forward. A couple of the lizard folk you can see, they've taken a little bit of notice of your question but keep walking. Fenrati was our god. She was a great lion, crimson fur with white. They say that she could hide behind a single leaf, but swallow a tree in one gulp. She was our great hunter. She protected these woods. She fell in a struggle. And, well, it's been some time since then, but, yes, that's who Fenrati was.
And you think she's related to the deaths of your brethren?
I didn't say that.
I didn't either. I simply asked if that was... I was misreading the situation. I do apologize. My understanding was simply that you brought up her name in the context of the deaths of your fellows.
I'm sorry. I've been on edge as of late, and I was awoken in the middle of the night to sounds of thunder. So, look. She kind of draws closer to you. Mm-hmm. Balefire takes notice.
I'm still listening.
So, like, right in front of us, Balfire's, like, walking slower to hear us, and right behind us, you're, like, moving faster to listen.
Not everybody shares my views of the situation. These deaths, the killings, the people like their superstitions and their old legends. Mm-hmm. Some believe that Fenrati has returned. I like to believe that these killings, these huntings, they are not like what I know of her. These are not the ways. She was a great hunter, and these killings have been random, malicious, violent of our people. She used to be a protector. This, I'm not sure, but you may hear this, but know that it is not her. Okay?
Of course. I just sort of hold back a pace, and I, like, let Fim catch up with me, and I sort of walking pace with you. So their god might be killing their people. Maybe. But maybe also not. So just be aware that, like, that's an option. Like, I'm talking to you as if I don't know that you were totally eavesdropping, but also, like, in my way of, like, letting you know I'm not hiding anything from you.
Right.
So I'm trying to kind of bury the hatchet, because I notice, without rolling an insight check, you and I have gotten on rocky terms. Just like, look, you know, maybe you'll be hearing that their god was killing it, but she's definitely doubtful that is the case. So that's what's up.
Thank you for sharing the information.
I hold back a pace, and I let Horace catch up with me, and I walk. I'm like, she is into you, buddy. Keep pursuing that.
Sweeney, did you know that lizard folk are a matriarchal society?
I didn't.
Well, I didn't either. I made that up, idiot.
I think I'm right. I actually want to roll a nature or history to know if that's true.
Roll?
What would it be?
I would say you could roll. I would let you do history or nature.
They're both the same, so it's 13.
13, I would say, with either, probably history. Mm-hmm. You've heard of great lizard folk having powerful queens and being more of a matriarchal society than patriarchal.
Cool.
And I come from a matriarchal.
Yeah. So you know that a lot of that speak the Draconic and speak that tongue. Yeah. It's mostly
matriarchal. Yeah.
Matriarchal. Yeah.
I said, well, you know, you could bind your kingdoms. You could do something really incredible. The two of you could forge an alliance that would last generations.
And I say, mango?
And I just hold back again, and I wait.
Name it mango.
And I wait, and I catch up. I let Izzy catch up, and I just walk with Izzy. I just say, keep an eye on Horace. This is going to be hilarious.
I'm making floral vine crowns.
Are you just putting it on the lizard folk as they walk?
No, just the four of us.
So as I talk to you, I'm like, keep an eye on Horace, and then suddenly there's a floral vine crown on my head.
But I made you.
Izzy, I get more floral vine crowns than that.
Of course you do, Horace.
Okay, so as you guys continue to walk, does anybody else want to do anything?
I'll saddle up to Balefire.
Okay.
Oh, Balefire, okay.
You've pushed past Zelfa. Balfire's at the very front of the group walking.
Yeah, and I'm making sure that Shadow is, not too far away.
Okay. Few of the lizard folk are eyeing the wolf, but they're not really, they don't look concerned, but they are intrigued.
Yeah. I show the tooth that I carry to Balefire, and I ask if he recognizes it.
That tooth, it seems very... How big is it, by the way?
It's big. I'd say that it's it's a curved fang, a little bit larger than this.
Longer than a pencil?
Pencil.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have seen many creatures coming through here. The Great Maw does get quite a few. That one is interesting. It reminds me of similar to I've seen with Griffin. I've seen before, even with some smaller dragons.
Okay.
We are not fans of... I wouldn't say fans. We are not welcoming to, well, the dragons have been problems before.
I see. Is that a problem you face again?
We hope not. But I trust in my queen, and we will sort out the issue.
I continue to walk in silence.
He doesn't speak much.
No,
He's a man of few words.
Yeah.
fair. He's a warrior.
Bridging the, the
Yeah.
relationship. I stay up front with him.
Okay, so you have your weapon out, walking with them. Okay.
I don't have my weapon out.
Oh, you're just walking with him?
I'm just
Okay.
walking with him. I feel confident that I can ready it when I need to. I'm
Nice.
fast.
Yeah.
As you guys continue forward in the jungle, it's been close to about 3 hours now. The ferns and the underbrush around you begin to swell with fog, and the lizard folk continue to press on. Soon it becomes difficult for even to see the few figures in front of you, or even around you. The fog is getting heavy and thick, but the lizard folk don't seem to be scared by this.
They don't
seem to
carry
be
torches,
uneasy.
do they?
They don't. But they move steadily through into the fog to the point where you can barely even see the trees, the grass beneath you. It is thick. Suddenly you hear Zelfa, "Stop!" And they halt.
No.
I'd like you each to roll perception for me.
16.
13.
13.
4.
4? Okay. So I'd say Horace, Fim, I'd say you see a few shadows maybe within the fog, but it could have just been maybe another lizard focus standing a little farther out. Izzy, on the other hand, you've been plucking things from trees, and you've been grabbing flowers and stuff from above as you walk. You go to reach up again to maybe pluck another piece as the fog's going by, and as you go to reach, you see a vine with thick thorns above you almost slither past your hand, and you recoil your hand. To your right and to your left, you actually see, through the fog, you can make out what must be hundreds, if not thousands, of vines and branches, each covered in thorns and razored leaf. This tendril-like fauna twists and pulses around you, circling you and drawing closer. But the lizard folk do not seem to be afraid. They eye it as well, as it kind of pulls in around each of you. Zelfa then begins speaking in light hisses and draconic as the fog and vines before you begin to pull back and recede. Now, none of you know what she's saying, but Horace, you can understand what she's saying. You hear her say, "We are no prey. We are hunters, and we have much to hunt." And as she says this, the vines pull back, and the fog pulls away and reveals a path to an open clearing, lined with great stone columns with glyphs etched into every side. Past the columns, the jungle's grass feels as soft as silk as you step out into this beautiful glen, surrounded by the jungle's thick trees and dozens of stone columns. Through the center runs a winding stream with several dozen huts and lizard folk resting beside it, taking in the jungle's moonlight and shade, as well as several torches being lit, awaiting for your arrival. Welcome to my home. We can rest here tonight. You'll need your strength for tomorrow.
Horace likes what he sees. He thinks this, wow, this is a nice place. I mean, despite the poop water. I'm going to say, in Draconic, Selfie, have you ever considered a man of my standing and lineage letting him do you? In the hopes that maybe we could mush our tribes together.
Roll persuasion.
That's a 16.
Excuse me?
You're excused.
To be clear, you're asking me if I would like to mate with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how your shit works out here in the jungle, but where I come from, when a king sees a queen like you, he tries to hit that.
Again, these are interesting times, and I mean no disrespect to foreign nobility, you say.
Oh, indeed.
Well, there is a fine hut nearby that I would like you to take your mind off of certain things filling your thoughts. Let us discuss this at another time.
All right.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but I would like to decline at this time.
Oh, Horace got done.
Wow, that 16 is the only reason you weren't made into a necklace of ears.
I'm gonna look back at Sweeney and be like, "What the?"
She's playing hard to get, man.
Izzy laughs.
Sure, that's gonna go really well.
All right, I'll be like, I'll tip my hat to her and be like, "Milady."
If you could go, there's a hut nearby. You can cool off there.
Okay.
Go cool off, Horace.
Take a cold shower.
Izzy slinks off to kind of more towards like the edge of the community and puts up her little hammock that she likes to sleep in.
Okay.
We've established that, I think, two of
Just on the tree line.
sleeps in a hammock. Yeah.
I hope that the hut I'm heading towards isn't full of lizard concubines.
Are you asking this to someone?
Yes,
That's what I was assuming it was.
Yeah, I am asking that of one of my lizard escorts.
You walk into the hut that Balefrost has directed you to, and it's just an empty hut. There's no lizard concubines in there.
Not even a pot to pee in.
Sweeney, where are you spending the evening? Are you spending it in the hut, or
I'll be wherever they point me.
they direct the hut's large enough for
all
each of you to
yeah,
stay in.
I'll stay in the hut as well.
Well, I hope they don't expect me to sleep with you.
In what sense?
I go to the roof and I do my trance.
Okay. Oh, you're in the trance on the roof of the hut.
Yeah.
Okay. And the floor, by the way, there's no cloth or anything, but the grass here feels very soft. It's almost like laying on sheets.
I'll rub my face on it.
Or your face and your beard into the
your makeup.
grass.
Yeah, my makeup's gone by now.
Yes, sure.
Absolutely. All right, so you guys will be taking a rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Early in the morning, I'm gonna go up
Early
to
in the morning.
Izzy's hammock and shake her awake.
Oh, God. What do you want?
And I'm gonna be like, what do lizard women like?
Izzy peers over
That's
the
a
hammock.
great title for a movie. It's so what do women want, but it's what do lizard
Horace,
folk want.
think about
What do
it.
lizard folk like?
Her whole village is being threatened, and you want to get with her? Like, no, we should save the day, and then she'll like love you because you saved all of her people. Once her mind's at ease, of course, she'll be more willing to. I don't even know how they mate. You see what I'm saying?
So you're saying smaller lizards that she can eat?
I'm saying we
As
should
gifts.
solve her problem so she doesn't have any more worries, and then she's relaxed. Then we could have a party, and then everyone festivities can get down.
Party. Now I understand a party.
But we
Okay.
gotta get to the party by saving the day.
Thanks, Izzy. And I already waited.
While they're
That's all you
having,
got out of that was party. That's it.
while they're having that conversation, I use some of the fruits and things that I've found, and my skill with this dagger that I keep in my boot to make one of those edible arrangement.
Oh, okay.
situations.
What do you make it look like? A flower?
Yeah,
and, a
exactly.
lizard person?
Exactly.
Oh,
You
like
know,
a carved little
well,
lizard out of mango.
Yeah, well, no, just sort of. I'm carving it so that it's like the vines that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
The pulsing vines intertwined with a basilisk,
Oh.
and I leave that outside of Selfie's hut.
Zelfa.
Oh, I have a
Competitor. Nice little romantic comedy. In the midst of dead lizard folk.
Inedible.
What lizard women like?
What lizard women like? Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna win this one, Horace.
Yeah, I see the fruit basket outside of her thing, and I know who did it, and I kick it.
Oh, Horace. Poor form.
And then I realize it's poor form, and I try to put the fruit back the way it was.
As you're doing this, Zelfa steps out of the front of the hut. What is this?
Oh, it's some fruit I brought for you, and I accidentally stepped on it.
Is that a basilisk in vines? It was a basilisk, right?
Yeah.
Did you make a fruit image of the creature that was digesting my people?
Now that I see it, I feel like maybe it was a bad move. But Selfie, learn from people like you and me. Constantly do it.
Roll another persuasion.
Necklace made of
19.
ears. Necklace made of
19.
ears. Oh. 19.
She pulls her hand back to definitely like she was about to slap you, and just goes, I do like pineapple. So, thank you. And just walks off.
I'm gonna look back at wherever Fim is, and I'm gonna give him a glaring eye and then a thumbs up, and then point the thumb at my chest.
Nice.
Shadow growls. Quietly, but growls.
It was Shadow's edible arrangement.
Yeah.
Made it with his little paws.
Shadow and I play fetch for the next 45 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Roll for fetch.
And he missed the stick.
She missed the stick.
Natural
won't die.
one.
Natural one. So yeah, at the center of the village, you see it's morning. People are going out to hunt. You see a few of the lizard folk get in troop formations and move out. They move in groups of 6 and 8, which they're ready to go as soon as they step through. You see some of the fog hint, and then they move through. There's a few still around the center of the village. Mm-hmm. Some are working in the stream, cleaning tunics and cleaning some cloth. Some of them are cutting fruit. Some of them are cooking fish. It seems like a few of them are preparing for breakfast. Zelpha is in the center of the clearing, standing by another female lizard folk next to her. It looks a little younger than her. You can't entirely be sure because you don't really know about lizard folk, I guess, age.
Yeah.
But she looks younger. She looks a little bit bouncier and happy to talk to Zelpha. She keeps looking over at all of you and back at her with looks like very serious questions, and back over you with wide eyes, and then back over with serious questions.
The younger one is asking the questions?
The younger one is asking Zelpha. And then you see another lizard folk that walks up to Zelpha. Not Belfire, but a male lizard folk. He seems slender, not as broad-shouldered as Belfire. He doesn't look like a warrior. Mm-hmm. He's wearing cloth and tunic, and he has a lot of different, I would say, pouches on him. Many more than what any of the warriors had.
Maybe.
So he's talking to Zelpha as well, and is looking over at all of you. He doesn't have as wide eyes as the younger one does, but he seems about equal age to Zelpha. He calmly looks at you, nods back, and walks away. So Zelpha waves her hand and calls you over.
Could be a mailman. Let's go.
We approach.
Let's go. We approach.
So you
Let's
walk
go.
over.
We approach.
Walk, 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 walk.
I hope you all slept well and enjoyed your fruit breakfast. She eyes Horace when she says this.
I did, ma'am. I did.
I would like to introduce you to my sister. She is the spiritual guide here in our village. This is Quinfa. These are travelers. What are your names again?
I'm gonna elbow Fim and be like, "Why don't you go for the younger one?"
I'm gonna whisper to Horace.
We could be brothers.
I'd probably technically be your dad.
Zelpha leans over to Quinfa and says, "They are very strange." Hi, it's
I'm Fimion Balefrost.
Nice to meet you, Fimion. Quinfa says this, and Quinfa goes to reach out to shake hands, but then almost bows. She doesn't seem sure as to how to greet you, but she seems excited.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here.
She kind of opens her arms down and kind of makes a flowing motion, just a casual flowing motion that doesn't really mean anything.
I bow my head.
But then she immediately bows afterwards. Nice to meet you. Do you need there is a river nearby if you need to clean.
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. And I put my hand on my chest. And I wave my hand in the air, and then I put my hand to my lips and push it forward. Sweeney. And then I rub my hand on my belly. Nice. And then I put 2 fingers to my 2 eyes. 2. And then I just pound one fist into the other hand. Open palm. Meet you.
She attempts to do all of these things back at you and messes up a few of them and nervously looks at Zelpha and back at you and says, yes, you as well. Thank you for coming. And looks over to Izzy.
Hi, I'm Izzy. I made you a flower crown.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And puts it on her head. And
there you go.
This is very nice.
Yeah,
this is from our jungle.
Yes. Well, along the way, I made a couple dozen. Yeah.
Well, thank you. This is a very nice gift. And then looks to Horace. You are the one with the fruit?
Is she short?
She's a little shorter than Zelpha.
I'll kneel to get on eye level. I'll be like, Hey, little one.
Well, she's not that short.
Oh.
She's just slightly
Well, then I'm
shorter.
speaking
She's
as
not
her
like a
crotch.
kid. She's like maybe a year or two younger than Zelfa.
Okay. Well, then I'll be like, hey, little one. If all things work out, maybe I'll be your dad.
Looks at Zelfa, doesn't say anything, and just, well, it was nice meeting all of you, and then walks away.
That is super not how it works.
Okay, well, it was very nice of you to greet my sister, most of you.
I really hope it happens.
Listen, so before you head out, I'd probably like to explain. See, as I mentioned, well, to you, Sweeney,
Yes.
that, well, we have concerns. My people have concerns. Quinfa especially, she is our spiritual guide, as I said, about there might be a return of some creature possibly taking on the personification or the nature of our previous god, Fenrati. And we need to be sure, my people need to be sure. They're shaken. Mostly our warriors are strong, and they would take this foe, this creature that is hunting down our people, on with confidence, with strength. We do not move away from any enemy, but this is dividing for my people. Some believe that Fenrati has come back. They believe the lizard folk clan has become weak, that more foreigners have been allowed to come into our jungles, that more inns like the one nearby, I'm not sure if you know of it, it is the Griffin Garrison, I believe is the word.
Yes, we know it.
It is fairly recent, and there are more and more cropping up every day. And a lot believe that this wouldn't be the case if Fenrati was still around, and that this is a sign that she has returned to push them out. And I need my people all under one united thought, one united force, and I do not wish them to be shaken and afraid of a shadow of some god out there they believe hunting them in the forest. So I need to put these fears to rest. There is a temple not too far from here, about half a day, maybe less. It is where we buried the remains of Fenrati after her final protection. And there she lays and is at rest. Unfortunately, my people, after the burial, after the ceremony, they do not wish to go up and investigate, and I myself cannot go up. Now there's too much to do here and to keep the people calm.
Sure.
If you could go and check the temple, if you could verify that the temple remains closed, that the tomb is sealed, that Fenrati has not risen, it will put many of my people at ease, and they can finally go out and hunt with vigor, with confidence, this beast, this creature, this vile thing that hunts my people and leaves them dead in caverns for basilisk food.
We will happily investigate this temple, but you have to tell us how Fenrati died.
Fenrati was a great hunter. She fought ogres, giants, powerful beasts.
So you said.
But there was something large, terrifying, eating away at our forest. It came from the north, we believe. We're not exactly sure, but it was black as night and shadow. Its wings were vast, a dragon of some kind, a black skeletal beast that descended upon our jungle and hunted our people, the creatures, its breath destroying everything. Fenrati fought it for days and finally brought it down, but in the struggle it did fall, our great goddess. She did manage to save us. It was the greatest threat that we had faced, but it cost her life.
Have you thought about having a party?
I'm sorry?
For those listening at home, I want you guys to know that Kelly literally face-palmed. That sound you heard was literal.
There was a celebration. Well, there was a burial celebration. We celebrated her life and what she had done for us. But maybe it is again my misunderstanding of the word party. It is only recently because of the foreigners that we have taken up learning the common tongue, but I believe that's what you mean, a burial celebration?
No, I mean like a lovemaking style celebration of love. I don't know. Tell you what.
We did not have a love celebration at the corpse burial of our great goddess. No, we did not.
You didn't have a
What did
funeral?
you do with the remains of the dragon?
It is custom, as we are hunters, and as Fenrati has taught us to be hunters, to pay respect, even though we do not wish to the hunters and hunted out there in the forest. So, the creature, it was given no name, and we will not give it a name, was buried deep under the temple. It is buried beneath Fenrati, as Fenrati did defeat it.
Sure.
But there is respect to be given to a creature such as that. So it was buried there, and that is all.
Was the temple was already built before you buried Fenrati?
The temple was a place to pray to Fenrati.
Now, was there a place to bury her, or did you just...
We buried her within the temple that we prayed to.
But there wasn't one built already. It was...
The temple was there to pray to Fenrati.
Right, but I mean, there wasn't like a space once she passes, bury her here. You just found a place to appropriate her body. That was...
Correct. There was
Understood.
a place in the most beautiful and lit part of the temple where we could scroll etchings of her great deeds and where we could bury her and put her to rest.
Is there anyone who ordinarily works or lives in or near the temple or frequents the temple specifically? Is there anyone who has business in the temple regularly?
Like a janitor.
Oh, yeah, or a sage or a wise person or a caretaker or a groundskeeper. Anything in that sort of...
Not typically. The lizard folk of our village lately have gone and visited occasionally now. They've never stepped foot into the temple for obvious reasons, but
Sure.
they've gone close. There was a group, actually, a group of 6 of our strongest of warriors that left to investigate a while ago, to see what they could see from distance. But I haven't seen them. We believe that they might be the ones who you found in your cavern. Occasionally, Quinfa beforehand would go up. Zimfa would go up occasionally as well.
Zimfa?
Zimfa is our healer here.
See the scrawny one?
Yeah.
Zimfa is my brother.
Yeah, that
And-
wasn't the question.
What does he think of us?
He does not think much. You are foreigners.
What?
It is not his business, it is mine and Bellfire's to think. But his business is to the healing of our people. He will probably make his way out to the burials we had done earlier. He provides Bellfire with the oils and the treatment for the creatures.
I don't trust him. I don't say that to you.
Yeah.
You just think that to yourself.
No, trust me, I've got a theory brewing that I'll share once we're out of earshot.
Well, that is what you needed to know, correct?
How old's your brother?
My brother? A few months younger than I.
Were any of you alive when your god fell?
We were very young. Very, very young. I still remember Fenrati's roars in the night. It was comforting. You knew that she was out there, that she was protecting us.
How long have you been the... I'm sorry, I don't know if the term is chief or chieftain or
Queen.
or queen.
It would be queen.
It is queen, okay. How long have you been the queen of your people?
I have been queen since I've been of age, which is 14.
Okay, so for a while now, one assumes.
Are you asking my age?
No, I simply meant it wasn't very recent. You've been doing this for a little while.
Where do we need to go?
Thank you.
She looks to Fim. She points up ahead, north. You need to go northwest, up into the jungle. I will provide a parchment. Quinfa can get that for you. And you can go northwest from there, and there should be a line of white oak trees that will lead you to the temple. You can follow them there. They get more pure, as we say, the closer to the temple.
Thank you.
Thanks.
When we get back, Sophie, we're having a party. That's for sure.
Listen, is it Prince Horace?
Yeah, not for long.
Prince Horace. And she rests her hand on your shoulder.
She's touching me, Izzy.
Yeah, I see.
She gets up very close. If you can bring back the answers that I seek, you can certainly throw whatever party you'd like. Okay?
told ya.
Love-making party.
I know, I
Big
told
time, you guys.
That's what I was telling you.
All right, let's hit that too.
No, let's do it.
Let's roll out to the temple. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as we're walking, we set out, we do our thing. As we're walking, I say, so guys, I think it's pretty clear what's going on. Got a classic Scooby-Doo situation. Someone's trying to scare away the locals. Fortunately, we got 4 scrappy kids and a dog, so I think we're gonna be all right.
I think we are.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
You guys are totally Scooby-Dooing this.
Yep.
Why didn't I do that voice for Shadow? What a missed
That was a
opportunity.
Quick question. Can I run back to the huts and ask if anybody has a bow and arrow I can use? Because I actually need something that I can hit things from a distance.
Sure. You
I
can go.
think we
I
could
would
probably
ask. You
just
probably want to
slingshot.
ask Bellfire.
Okay. Bellfire, Belly.
Yes.
Hey, Bellbird. I need to be able to shoot arrows.
You are the one who mispronounced his name, so you know.
That's not what I'm known for, but I would like to be able to put arrows in things from a distance.
You wish to hunt with the bow.
I guess that's a way of putting it. Sure. Yeah.
He quickly moves and grabs a few bows from the wall and presents them to you. They are sturdy, well made. Out of everything else, weapons in this village seem to be very well taken care of.
Wow. These are sturdy, well made. What do I owe you?
It says it on the side of the bow. Now,
What do I owe you?
are you hunting? What is hunting us?
Yeah, but I'm gonna probably keep the bow.
Then this strange man is a gift for you.
Oh, that's really nice. I hope that strange man is a compliment here in these lands. Thank you for the bow. Bellfire.
Return the favor.
Oh, I will. When I'm your dad, I'll be very good to you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'll bring the bow back with. I don't know. Actually, I won't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Bellfire.
It's the last thing you say as you
So
walk out of the tent.
as you come back to us, I say, so where's the arrows?
Oh God. Well.
As you turn back to the hut, you just see Bellfire just standing there, holding arrows nonchalantly, just like, almost as if saying, dude, come on.
I'll run back. Thank you, son.
In this time when this is happening, I've collected. I want to just make a note that in my possession, I've collected oak. Since you described that there were oak trees leading up to this temple, I've collected some like fallen branches, or like dead off the tree. Oak for usage for rituals and spells. As we druids see oak as a sacred tree and plant.
It's true, and these are white oak trees, which not only are very sacred, but are actually the same material as the wormwood boxes that we're using to roll our dice in right now. That's boxes from wormwood.
That's wormwood boxes.
Please give us money.
Is it in you?
Is wormwood in you?
Do the wormwood.
God. All right, so you guys set out to the temple. Yeah, actually, while they're preparing their spells, do you want to prepare an edible arrangement with them?
Yeah. I saw you preparing an edible arrangement the other morning.
I saw you take credit for it.
And that wasn't
Is
me.
credit or
That was
blame
somebody
the
who
word?
looked like me. I would like to help you this morning, and we could both take credit. You get the daughter, I get the mom.
They're sisters.
Whoa! I don't know why I haven't realized that. Yeah, you want the sister? Because dibs on the mom.
Is common like your second language, or Draconic your first language?
Well, what do you think?
Well, what do you say that we each make an edible arrangement, and we see which
A contest.
she likes more?
Son of a bitch. All right.
I'll give you some pointers.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you have in mind? What did you want to make?
Oh, mostly sausage. I think lizards like sausage.
Now, just to be clear, did you want to use the sausage as your material, or did you want to have the fruit resemble sausage after being carved?
Great question. Sausage is a garnish,
Okay.
no fruit, and maybe baby lizards being like jerky in a kind of volcano.
I'm not a waiter, you know that, right?
I don't think he does know that.
I thought you were a waiter.
Ranger, waiter. It's the difference,
You
really.
know that was the position I was offering you in my kingdom.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll figure something out.
We'll figure something
I
out.
mean, yeah. Should we roll for this?
If you guys want to have a competition about building edible arrangements
I think
right
we
now,
need to have a competition.
sure. I mean,
Okay.
this. You know what? I'm going to let this be.
I think I have advantage.
I would say yes.
Probably
I would say naturally you have advantage
in
on this.
every sense of the
In
word.
all ways, you guys are going to be doing a performance.
Oh,
This is certainly a
Yeah,
performance.
this is-
okay.
While you're doing this, a few lizard folk have started to gather around.
Okay.
So 15.
17.
And I
Well,
get
you get
Oh,
advantage.
it's advantage.
3.
So what's your pluses for performance?
Oh,
what do you guys have total?
+2.
Plus
So
0.
What do you
I had
get?
17. Oh, yeah, in total.
So 19? And
No,
you got
17. 17.
17.
You
got
both
15.
rolled. Yeah, hang on. Let's first take a minute. You both rolled 15. That's the best part.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you just nudge ahead in your edible arrangement. In your
Wow.
present here, a fast learner.
Yeah. Literally, when you pour a little Pepsi inside the lizard volcano, it bubbles over.
You mean Pepsi, right?
Yeah,
the
Pepsi.
The
Yeah,
great herbal.
The herbal, yeah.
Izzy
liquid
gave me,
found,
Izzy
in
gave
these
me like
parts.
an herb that you could mix with water and it fizzes.
It's true. I got a lot of herbs.
Pepsi AC.
And then these nuts called Mentos,
Yeah.
which you don't want to mix the two together.
No.
Because that's just a mess.
So you guys have prepared your spells,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you guys have prepared beautiful edible arrangements, pretty close in quality. Where do you drop these edible arrangements off? Or are you just going to bring them with you as food for the trip?
No, I'm going to drop mine off in front of Selfie's hut.
Selfie's hut? Or is that Selfie's hut?
Whatever.
Yeah. And where are you taking your edible?
I'm going to leave mine for the people to eat and enjoy.
Very nice.
Way to be the nice guy.
They're all pretty happy with your edible arrangement.
Yeah.
And Zelfa's in your hut, so you don't really see...
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to stop and say, don't eat that. Thanks.
To everybody?
To everybody.
Oh, as they're eating the kind edible arrangement from Fim, and you're like, no, but don't eat mine.
Yeah. I want the Selfie to see it.
Perfect.
Sometimes you have to do things for yourself.
Yeah, sometimes. It's important. I agree.
I'm just trying to, embody the type of man she might want to have in her life.
Fim, you're a good man. You're a good man, but you'll never be king. We all know that.
All right, so...
Neither will you.
I almost cried.
Should we roll them out?
I almost cried.
Roll for initiative.
So, as Horace is wiping away salty tears from his eyes, you guys are walking in the jungle to head towards the temple. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do at the village.
No,
before you leave.
I'm villaged out, I think, yeah.
And then Fimion said to me, "You'll never be king." And I said, "Fuck you." And he cried.
Who are you saying this to?
To myself.
He's rehearsing.
You're rehearsing this
In my
story to
compact.
yourself?
In my compact.
Oh, you're talking into the mirror?
Yeah. Oh, hi guys.
We're walking alongside you the entire time.
God. So, you guys are walking in the jungle. You're following a line of oak trees. These are white oak trees. As you get deeper and deeper, you see the white oak leaves change from green to red, and brighter strands of red, till it's almost like the trees are a plume of crimson red leaves at the
Same
top,
as the fur.
with a white stalk at the bottom. So you follow the line until you see finally one massive white tree with a beautiful plume of red crimson leaves atop it. And just in the distance, you have started to make out the temple's emerald and sandy rock shape. And it begins to look like a pyramid. And as you approach, you can start to feel your heart begin to race. Your adrenaline is rising. With every step, you feel a presence. Like something is watching you, like something is hunting you.
None of the lizard folk are with us, correct?
No, you're by yourself. None of them accompany you. You get closer and closer to the entrance, and as you reach the entrance, you see that the pyramid stretches 4 stories high, and its stone looks as if it stretches down into the earth.
Debating using primeval awareness.
What is primeval awareness?
I can use one spell slot to focus my awareness on the region around me, and for 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend, you can sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you.
Okay.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. It doesn't reveal the creature's location and number, but what
It tells
type
you if
of-
something is around.
and what type of creature.
Do you have to pick a type? Or just
no,
It just tells you.
tells me.
Oh, cool.
So you would
That's
spend a
pretty cool.
minute basically just sensing the room or the.
Are we in the pyramid now?
You're not. You're just outside it. And there you can see stretches down into the earth about 4 stories tall.
It's day, right?
Yeah, it's day.
I feel like I should do this when we're inside the pyramid, just so that because it's a mile, right? So this could be less than more than a mile
Oh, yeah.
because it's underground.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Is it a pyramid or is it a ziggurat or like a Egyptian pyramid?
It's not like an Egyptian pyramid. It's like a ziggurat.
Okay.
I'm going to look at everybody and say, like, you guys feeling that?
Yep.
Yeah. Super.
feeling
Yeah. In fact, I want to do an Arcana check and see if I recognize this effect. 17.
17, you recognize this effect as almost residual. It doesn't seem like it's coming from a specific direction, maybe out of the temple, but it feels like a presence.
It's the being. It's the
Like something would give this off.
the holy place.
Yeah. It's like radiation.
Okay, we're at the entrance.
Yeah, you're at the entrance. It's a great doorway before you, and it indeed has been. Looks like it's been opened a little bit. It's been cracked into the temple. Not by much. It could have been like something has pushed open. There's like a sand door, like a stone door, has been pushed aside, but like not like destroyed or cracked. It just looks like it's been
Like rolled
pushed
away a
aside.
little
Yeah, rolled
bit.
away.
Is it enough for someone to pass through though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, a standard humanoid form or anything else could
Or
probably pass through. It's a fairly
reptilic form?
large gateway, or a reptilic form. Yeah, it's fairly large doorway, and actually etched above it, it reads in Draconic. So Horace would have to tell you this or not, but to you, Horace, you see it reads, "Be warned, only the dead dare wake a god." Thanks for joining us for this week's episode. We'll be back again next week with the 4th part of our adventure with Jonathan. Once again, you can follow him on Twitter at Johnny Canyon. You can find photos and character art in our show notes on partialarc.com, that's arc with a C, where you can also listen to full episodes or download the show. You can also find other podcasts, including Roll to Seize, where we discuss Warhammer 40k every month. Oh, and we'd love to hear from you. So if you'd like to send us an email, you can do that at FridayNightQuests@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Partial Arc. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the battlefield.
Yeah. I'm gonna loot the body.
So, how much experience do we get?
Well, now we have a skeleton army, so that's pretty neat.